Hello traders out there in Traderland. My name's D7 here at Grok Trades, the weekend edition video good through Sunday, October 20th, 2019. And let's hit the ground running. We ended the week bearish. If you look here, Friday, down, bearish territory. Everybody down, but financials in positive territory. That speaks to me. U.S. dollar down, crude oil down 0.5%, silver break even, gold break even, VIX increasing 3%. We're at 14.3. That still 14.3 is very, very low. Bitcoin at 8,000 at this time. Okay, let's take a look here at the markets. Looking at this, and it's Saturday morning. I have my coffee. And this is what we're looking at on the S&P 500. Check this out. We go up, 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 up. We did not hit the upper trend line. This red line coming across. We did not touch it. We stopped prematurely, and then we dropped. There's our pivot candlestick. But here's what I want to throw at you guys. Normally, when you come up, you get a pivot, you drop. Come up, you get a drop. Monday is going to be very telling. Are we going to get this big red candlestick down here, probably stopping at the 20-day moving average? Will we get this? Or will we stay buoyant above the moving averages on Monday? Now, most people who've been in technical analysis for some time will say, well, there's your pivot candle. Expect more downside to these lower trend lines. That's what would be expected. What I'm saying is, due to this candlestick, you have an upper shadow, lower shadow. You got a real body in the center. Even though it's red, the lower shadow is the biggest component of this three-piece candlestick. Are you following me? Because of the lower shadow being the biggest, that shows that there is bullish sentiment that took place here, and a lot of it during this day, bouncing off the rising EMA exponential moving average. This would be very bullish if we start the week with a big white candlestick or green. If we get that on Monday, look for this to break through this trend line. If you look at the weekly chart, the S&P 500, let me blow this up so you can really see what's going on here. This week went up, 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 tagged the trend line, and pulled back. If next week we go bullish, it'll be another white candlestick going up right here, up right there, up right there, with a chance of breaking out. We want to see a decisive move above 300 on the S&P 500. If so, we could get a sizable run to the upside. The weekly chart is saying we could go bullish. The daily chart says we're at resistance, but like I said, I think this could be short-lived pullback. This would drop down a little bit and then plow through. But no one knows what's going to happen. We have to wait. Will the daily play out? If the daily plays out and drops all the way down, okay, so that would put us down here around the 290 mark. Let's look at what that means on the weekly. 290 would put us way down here, breaking a major trend lines. So this week, if we go bearish, it's going to matter on the weekly. So this is a very important week. We have to go bullish to stay bullish. If we show weakness this week, it could be very, very bearish going into the immediate future. Okay, that's what I'm trying to show you, the higher time frames. And if you look at the monthly, and we're in the middle of this month, but I want to show this to you. This is the monthly on the S&P. We went down, 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 and rallied up, 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 up. If we go bullish, we could go up above 300. Remember that 300 mark? If we get a close above 300 to close out the week, or to close out the month rather, that's going to break this trend line, and that'll be very, very bullish because we're building a high base here. Do you see it? But we're at resistance still. We're at resistance. So wow, it's very interesting on where we're at. That's why the financials being positive tells me that there's underlying support on the market. This is XLF. That's the financials ETF. We've gone up, 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 high base, and Friday had a big white candlestick. That's telling me there's strength, bullish strength under this market. And that's interesting to see. So I think it builds a case that we have a better chance of us not dropping, but going higher. And the markets desperately needs that to stay buoyant and to stay healthy. If I go to the weekly, this is the weekly on the financials. Big symmetrical triangle, but we're bouncing. See this? We're bouncing, but we're coming up to a resistance area. That resistance area is something we're going to be watching. I would like to see us above 28.5 on XLF. If we can get above that, that'd be a pretty bullish move. If we can stay above 28.5. We need to get above it and stay above it. That's what needs to happen. Quick look here at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ had a symmetrical triangle and on Friday broke resistance. It broke it. So there's telling me that we have a chance of going to the upside. This symmetrical triangle is now broken to the upside. Will it keep going? It has a big upper shadow though. A lot of times that'll happen. Once it breaks an area, it'll pop up and sell off, get its breath, and then it will rally again. That's what we're seeing here. What else do I want to look at? Crude oil. Crude oil down, bearish pennant. That looks very bearish to me. Silver. I'd be looking for long positions here. These are the weeklies. Okay, this is the weekly. Let's go back to I'm going to look at the daily here. Okay, this is the daily. NASDAQ daily. This is different. I was showing you the weekly. Okay, here's the daily. This is a different story. We come up, we have a pivot candle, and it looks like we are right here below this line. I need to make sure this line's not right, so I can see already that it's not. So I need to get this line perfect. So I'm going off of this one and this one right here. See that? So I need to drop it a little bit. So that's where I'm at. So I went to this swing high to this swing high. We're right here at it. And look at this. We're right at it. So yeah, I feel really good with that line here. So we broke that trend line several days ago on the NASDAQ. Now we pulled back and we're at the support line and the rising EMA and above the moving averages. I think there's a decent chance of us bouncing off of that support line, but that's a healthy red candlestick. It'd be interesting. Monday's another big day. If Monday on the NASDAQ breaks down, then this will be a jab. Look for more downside, and that's going to be bad to the overall markets, and in the weekly markets, support levels will be broken. Bad news, okay? Monday's very important. Monday, if it goes bullish, that's what everybody needs to see if you're bullish in the markets. If you're bearish, you need to see it go bearish Monday, because that could be the catalyst that will take the markets into that direction. Monday, however it shapes up, should be how the rest of the week goes. It'll go down that path. I've been trading over 20 years in the markets, 21 years. Been using technical analysis, investing far more than that. 46 years old, believe it or not. Man, time just catches up to you, doesn't it? So that is interesting. Crude oil just looks bearish flag on crude oil. Silver broke the trend line and it's hovering. Look, that's bullish to me. Gold is set up to be bullish. VIX is starting to pop up. There's the pivot, but it's down here in real low areas, guys. I mean, anything under 15 is really low on the fear indicator. And Bitcoin doing a whole lot of nothing right now. I want to look at some tech stocks because you guys like those. Apple. Quick look at Apple. Apple's high base. Guys, Apple bullish. Looking good. AMD. Keep your eye on this one. It's popped up. If it can stay buoyant, that could be a trade. Amazon. Big drop. We have earnings coming up on the 23rd, 24th, 24th. Big drop. Don't hold over earnings. Stay away from this one for the time being. But if it drops to this support line, I can see it bouncing. But earnings is coming up. Baba. A huge drop on Friday. Bad news for Baba. Stay away from that one. Baidu. Big drop. Friday tech stocks just took a beating. Nothing there. Booking is starting to pull back. It's a symmetrical triangle. Watch that. Cisco, stay away from. Catfish, stay away from. eBay, stay away from. Facebook, stay away from. Google, wait for a pullback, maybe for a trade. Yeah, wait for a pullback or a high base trade. GoPro's down 5%. Friday, stay away from it. It's got earnings coming up. Microsoft, big drop, stay away from it. MU, big drop, stay away from that. Netflix, just stay away. Had earnings, bad news, stay away from Netflix. Nvidia, this one could be setting up. Watch for a trade on that one. Got Christmas coming up. Oracle, big drop, big bear flag, stay away. PayPal, stay away. Unless that's a falling wedge. Hold on. This is interesting. This is interesting. Oops. Wow. What's interesting there. Let me show this to you. So there's the falling wedge. You guys see it? We have a big bullish divergence on the MACD center oscillator. I can't draw this one. I've got to go there. Very particular on trend lines. And there's a science to it. Actually, if you go to Grok Trade right here, top there's a link. You can take a class and I teach trend lines, and I go into great detail. It takes a little while to teach it, but once you know it. But look at this. Look how we're right at support. So it broke support. That's my dog. That's my dog. His name's Walter. I have a foo-foo dog because my family wanted a foo-foo dog. So that's what we have. But the foo-foo dog has this big booming bark. It's like a big one. And he's cockapoo, and he freaks out when other dogs walk up and down our sidewalk. Cockapoos, man. If you have a cockapoo, is yours as high strung as ours can be sometimes? This is Shopify. Stay away from Shopify. Snap. Ooh, stay away from that. Tesla's looking good, guys. Up. Look for a little bull pullback. Tesla could be a trade coming up. Twitter. Stay away from Twitter. Nothing good there either. Okay. So we have a couple of things coming up that you guys might be interested in. Now, here's one. And I haven't even told Mark the Meerkat this yet. But my girls, I have two girls, and so you might have seen them from time to time if you've been with me long enough. Now, one of them now is 16, and she works at Chick-fil-A. The other one's 14 and babysits, but they haven't been to Las Vegas, and we were toying around with, do we do a cruise? Do we want to go out to Yosemite? We were all these things, and the girls said, we haven't been to Vegas yet. We want to see it because they know that I'm there all the time teaching. Well, we've stopped doing teachings in Las Vegas. A lot of you don't know that. I moved my Nevada corporation to Wyoming. Wyoming's not nearly as exciting as Las Vegas. But here's the deal. In December, January, so after Christmas and after New Year's, so it's either between Christmas and New Year's or after New Year's, I'm going to be in Las Vegas with my family. And I'm going to do a private mentorship, meaning that if you want to fly to Las Vegas and meet with me, I'm going to mentor you. I'm going to mentor you. And you can bring somebody with you free of charge. Okay? Bring somebody with you free of charge. But you will be my personal mentor. Now, normally we do mentorships. They're done online. Mark the Meerkat teaches it and he teaches it. It's 3 days. Well, we're gonna do a mentorship, and it'll be me teaching it. So, if you'd like to join us, that'd be great. Just contact John, John at Grok Trade. And just say, yeah, I'm interested in the Vegas one coming up. Well, anyway, let's move on. We're doing a trading club. The trading club is where everyone comes together and we hang out. That's all we do. We hang out, we talk shop. We teach a little bit, we see what's going on. But instead of a 20-minute video, it's an hour's worth of us getting kind of deeper into things. And you can have your camera on. We have cameras. We're using technology. We all turn on our cameras and engage in what's happening in the stock market. What stocks are hot that we should be looking at going into the next week? We're looking at opportunities. We're looking for things that will help us make money in the markets. That's what we're after. That's what we're trying to do with the trading club. So I have a meetup club. It's 525 strong. I will be inviting them. So they're looking to meet, and I said we got too big for our facility, so now we don't have a choice but to meet online. So I'm going to invite them to this. But you guys are part of the Grok ecosystem, so I want to make sure you're invited to come be a part of this. Everyone, people in my club, everyone chips in $5. The only people that, if you're a Grok mentor student, you're going to get in free. But outside of that, it keeps the riffraff out, and we'll do that like once a month or so. It's a good time. Everyone get your coffee. And hang out, ask questions, and really see what companies out there might be setting up for good opportunities for us to exploit, take advantage of. But yeah, I'm really thinking about, since I'm going to be in Vegas, taking out a couple of days and doing a private mentorship for a small group of you guys that want to come in. Bring somebody free of charge if you'd like. That's up to you. And hang out in Vegas. So dates will be announced later. So I need to wake up, get this day started. And if you made it to the end, say I made it to the end. Oh, is there anything else I could talk to you guys about? Oh, man. So I live in the Midwest in Indianapolis, and the trees are beautiful right now. They're gorgeous. And that's one thing that we love about where we live. We get all 4 seasons, and it's just a beautiful time of year. But Sunday, we are looking to go canoeing. It's cold here, so it's be kind of cold weather canoeing, to go through a beautiful part of Indiana in a state park that has cliffs and covered bridges, and the foliage is just bright orange, yellow, and red. And I'm gonna jump in a canoe, and I'm gonna take my DSLR. Any photographers out there? Let me know if you're a photographer. And you guys who answered last time, I told you, I nailed you guys being engineers, and a lot of you engineer minded or engineers or lefties or pilots. I saw your comments, all of them. So I see all your comments. Leave me comments, but let me know what state or country you're from. That'd be interesting. What state or country? And do you like the different seasons? Do you like to experience those? So it'd be interesting to know where you guys are. I'm trying to learn. If you haven't noticed, I asked what type of sports or instruments. I don't know if I asked instruments, what type of sports you played. I just ask all these questions because I'm interested to know you as you're starting to get to know me. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed yet and you're wondering who this goofy guy is, I've been trading in the live markets over 20 years, 21 years. If you read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, I used to be a mentor coach with Rich Dad Poor Dad for several years, and then because I was the first person to do trading videos online. I started in 2004. YouTube started in 2005. 2004, I started doing videos before I had really a place to put them. I was doing them at Trade to Win. They're in Europe, UK. They got really popular. And I thought, man, I'll bring them to the U.S. So I got my domain names and started doing trading videos. So nobody had been doing online daily trading videos before me. And I was the first. I was the pioneer doing that. So I've been doing that a long, long time. And then I started a company, Grok Trade. So we have an education company, and go to the website. There's a lot there. If you haven't taken any of the free classes or free seminars there, go there and take those. Free seminars at groktrade.com. There's a lot there. Explore groktrade.com. Look, if you haven't taken the time to click on the different links just to see what's there, it's worth doing. I'd take that trendline class if I were you. That's a really important one that everybody should know. If you don't know how to draw trend lines properly, you're dead in the water already. Here's why: because you don't know how to draw them. You don't know what pattern that you have, trading pattern. If you don't know what trading pattern you have, you don't have a rule set to apply on those to trade it. And so you're not going to find a trade, or you're going to make a trade up. You're going to enter when you're not supposed to be entering. So if you've ever had the problem of not knowing when to enter, it's because you're having a problem with not identifying trading patterns. And freeonlinetradingeducation.com, freeonlinetradingeducation.com, world's longest URL, there's a great charts to go there to help you with the patterns. But you have to know how to find the patterns. The only way to do that is to quantify them through the encapsulation of price action. Okay, so it's the encapsulation of price action. So in other words, trend lines drawn correctly around in a chart around a pattern will give you trade setups to trade. So anyway, Vegas. I'm thinking about Vegas. So if I have people that would say, I'm going to fly to Vegas with you in December or January, be one or the other. If you want to do that, John at groktrade.com. Shoot him an email. Shoot him an email, or I can give you his phone number. Shoot him a text and say D7 wants to do this, or I want to do this with D7. So the phone number is this: 385. You can call him if you want, but text him would be better. 385-444-1890. So 385-444-1890. You can shoot him a text. So hope that is of help to you guys. Thanks for staying on. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe. There's a little bell to make sure you get alerted. So when this video hits, do this. And if you want me to do videos more than once a week, let me know that. And only the people, that's my last question. Would you want me to do videos more than once a week? Let me know, and why. In the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you would. Take care, guys. We'll see you later.